Christian family. I thought I'd do a coffee chat with you. Be like talking to you. Well, it's not too cold this morning, which is nice because yesterday it was freezing. I'll tell you about that. But the verse of the day on the Bible app, the Bible, it's called the Bible. It is from John 13:35 from the New King James Version. By this all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. Love. Yeah. Well, let's talk about love. It's not always easy, is it? Heck no. It's not easy at all at times with certain people. I'll mention it's been a rough year. I have friends online, and even I don't realize how rough this year was. But one of them said, you've just been pounded one time after another. Yeah. It's been tough year. It really, really has. It started in January. And I guess, well, it's ending. I'm gonna just say it's already ended, but it's gonna end with this year. 2023 will go down as a rough year emotionally. Ex-wife who had stalked and abused and terrorized for 3 years. She was going strong even during 2023. Even right at the end, before Paul and I waved goodbye, it was a really nasty email. Really nasty words. And I never lived my life like that. So it's been hard to love her. Oh my gosh. Then, oh my goodness, being bullied and tried to be blackmailed by a young fella. Yeah, that was really something. Yeah, he actually went right on social media and started attacking me. And that was after we gave him a lot of money to help him. It's hard. It's hard to love these people. Yeah. Then right at the end, being betrayed by somebody who I let into my life. Yeah. Totally betrayed. And then in some respects, feeling, in a way, betrayed by the one I loved. Yeah, it's been a rough year. But, yeah, like Miyagi, gonna heal everything, heal my heart, yeah. I'm healing, I'm good, I really am good. Because what's happening now is I am being surrounded by loved ones. Yeah, people who love me, people who care, reconnecting with friends, loved ones. Of course, right now, my oldest daughter is here with 2 grandkids, 2 wonderful grandchildren. So getting to know them again, getting to know my granddaughter, who I was very close to because she lived right beside me. I was almost like, after she was born, my son-in-law was sent on an internship for college. He's a chemical engineer, and he was sent away. So I was really almost like the second parent with her, and we're so close. And of course, I would take my phone, and I would just, like, she would be walking around, you know, they're so cute at 1.5, 2. They're just walking around, and my daughter always dressed her so cute. And she could just lean over, pick something up, and I was there recording it all. I would just like these eyes upon her, and just, yeah. So we just jumped. I mean, it was no big deal when she came. We knew how close we were, which is really amazing. And, of course, then my grandson. I mean, I haven't spent much time with him. So we're getting to know each other. Yeah. So I'm surrounded by a lot of love. But let's talk about forgiveness and love on the people that are really hard. There's where the rubber hits the road, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's not easy. Let me see if I can get this. Maybe. Okay, so I'm making my coffee, getting my water going. You can't really see it, but I don't know. Sometimes I think coffee chats are just, they're more improv, right? But there was, I did want to talk about the love. Yeah, I love, and I forgive. I have to, because God forgave me, and He forgave you. When we became followers of Jesus, and we gave our hearts out, and we said, here, take my life, well, we have to forgive them. It's still a little traumatic, but what can we do? Let me shift here. This is improv. Okay, so let me tell you about, and then we'll come back to this forgiveness thing. Let me tell you about what happened yesterday morning. Oh my goodness. I promised my friend, Bill, I call him Bill the Jesus guy. Well, I met him at a park here in Tucson. And because I was hanging out, put my solar out, things like that. And he would put out on Saturday morning, he'd put out like a canopy, when he'd put up like a tent canopy. Not big, but normal size. And he had table and chairs, and people could come, and he would pray for them, and he had signs around. The park all knew him. He's got so many friends. People come, actually on Saturday morning, like me, come to say, hey, Bill, and then we pray. Well, I've always wanted to stand on a corner on an intersection and hold a sign. I thought about doing this way back, even before I met Bill. I thought that would be kind of cool. Tucson is very friendly for showing you Christian faith. I mean, there's a lot of bad things that goes on here. It's not a perfect city. But people are just more open to do it. We see more people doing it, so more people do it. At the park, you can see somebody with a megaphone. I don't like that, because I think it's annoying when people are trying to have like a family get together on a weekend, and somebody with a megaphone and their Bible thumping. I mean, God, if He sanctions this, that's cool. But I find it kind of irritating. But those are the kind of things that you come across in Tucson. And I've seen people hold signs up, and they just hold it there. And they don't look very friendly. They're just holding it there like it's a total judgment. You're all going to hell. You're going to hell, see? No, yeah, it's like, I don't know if that's the best way, but maybe it's good for some people. There's all types of things for all types of people. But I told Bill last week, I said, I would love to do it. Would you mind if I came with you one day? And he goes, oh, sure. And I thought, well, I wasn't sure. You don't want to hone in on your ministry, He's a pastor and of a real small church, and he works with veterans. Bill. Okay, so I'll show you his picture. Anywho, let me get my vitamin. So yesterday morning was the day. Oh my goodness. 7 in the morning, it's still dark out. And yesterday just happened to be one of the coldest days ever. I think it was only like 39, 40 degrees. And oh my gosh, I was a popsicle. So I'm standing out there. We were down in the south area, of Tucson. And he was on one side and I was on the catty corner. And we would get cars coming this way. And then when the light would turn, I would walk over here. And so we were doing that. It became a nice rhythm. But I was, it was a strap around the sign, right? And so my hands are free, and it was a real light sign. And so, and we're waving, and then when they would honk, there were so many people that honked, they'd be like, hey, and so it was fun. My toes were frozen. Oh, I'm not kidding. They were frozen. My feet, my toes were frozen. And my fingers too. I did have fingerless, tipless gloves, but I went right to my van and got my nice leather gloves, my winter gloves with fur lining. Oh yeah. So they were a little bit better, but even still, wow. So I lasted about an hour and 10 minutes. He said he does 2 hours. I knew I couldn't do 2 hours. Well, especially with my knee also. And it was so cold, my back was like, I was tight. My shoulder was starting to hurt. It really was cold. But you know what? It was also exhilarating. I didn't want to stop too early. I really didn't. It was fun. And I think people they enjoyed seeing somebody smile. Because I was smiling, like, hey, and I wave at them, and I, give them the thumbs up. And I could tell that some of them were like, ooh. You could just see them in their car. Not all of them. There were some that were real, like they wouldn't even look at you. They didn't want to deal with this in their life, for whatever reason. I'm not sick or anything. It's just that my granddaughter came with a little bit of a cough, so who knows. But, yeah, it was fun. Well, then, towards the end, this one younger girl came by, and not too young, probably 28, 29, and she started talking to me, and so I said, yeah, well, I was telling people when they did come by, if they talked, I said, yeah, things are getting pretty close, and mentioning a couple events that will be happening early next year. And I said, these are the times, and he could come at any moment. Those trumpets could blow. And so I don't know, something just said, well, do you want to accept Jesus? And she says, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, okay, let's go. And I'm thinking, oh no, I haven't done this in a while. What do I say? What do I say? So I had to wing it, and it was really sweet. So, yeah, she accepted Jesus, and I told her what to start reading in the Bible. Then later, maybe like 10 minutes later, this young fella comes by, and he goes, well, are you guys all organized up here? Are you organized like you're people together? And I said, well, I'm just, and I pointed to Bill. I said, well, I'm just Bill's friend. Oh no, I know Bill had to go to his truck. So I said, well, Bill's just, I'm his friend, and I'm just doing this. I want to do it. And he goes, well, I see him out here all the time. And he goes, well, I want to do it too. So I said, well, ask Bill. Ask Bill. So Bill came out, and he goes, well, sure. So we're all going to go out. Bill goes, I think I need to bring more signs with me at all times. I go, I think so. So, and I'm sure Bill was pretty happy about that, because a lot of times he works alone, and he might be thinking, wow, he goes, this is the time, everybody. This is the time where I'm just going to start collecting more help. Yeah. I'm not saying, hey, everybody get out there and hold a sign. I've always just wanted to do it. And so I did. I'm glad, and I'll do it again. Next Friday morning, I'm going to do it again. And I think I'll do it the whole time that I'm in Tucson. But in other cities, I don't really notice this going on. I don't know, maybe I'm just not paying attention. But I don't remember being in Cincinnati during that time and seeing anybody like that. It's just Tucson is really, I keep saying it, Tucson is a very special city. It's very special. There's a vibe here that is so cool. I mean, it's not all rainbows and everything, but it's really nice. I really like it. So I really enjoyed my time. And now back to loving. And if you, for me, okay, this is me, having a hard time, it's hard to explain. Having a hard time, making sense of this year, making sense of it all. And really over the past 3 years, making sense of somebody wanting to stalk me and abuse me and terrorize me, to make me feel so bad, to have somebody so laser focused on me. Like, what the heck did I do? But the laser focus on me, such a negative energy to zap me continually. That was not in my repertoire of experiences in life. And it's been getting over that, but learning to love. I guess that's the ultimate lesson, that I have to love her and I have to forgive her. Yeah, I have to do that. And then all these other things to love. As far as like making friends, like people will see me, these people, they saw me and like, oh, you're Minivan Lee. And then bringing them into my life and then getting like slapped around. That's something I think I can love them and forgive them. But what I'm doing now is I'm not really letting people into my life anymore that I'm, especially if they recognize me. It's really, I can't do that anymore. I shouldn't just go on, well, it happened twice, but it did happen twice back to back. And so now I wonder, why do people want to become a friend with me? Why? And then also I think that they expect something out of me. They expect one thing out of me. And if I don't measure up, maybe the kind of person that does go after somebody who's I hate to say celebrity because I don't think I'm a celebrity, but I'm recognizable in the nomad world anyways. And if they recognize me and then they really kind of like fawn over me, maybe that's a type of person. That's a type. Because I wouldn't really do that if I met Bob Wells. And I went up to him and I was like, I was not awestruck. He's just a normal person. I guess because I have so much confidence in myself. And when I met him first, I wasn't a YouTube channel at all. And I'm not one to fawn over somebody that like has a notoriety, they're noticeable. So I think it's just more respectful to just treat them like a normal person. But if they fawn over me, then no, maybe that's the kind of person, it's like they're expecting something out of me. And if I don't deliver, it's curtains for me. I've got to deliver. So I'm not going to deliver. And I'm in a place right now where I'm not really recognized. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. Yeah. So yeah, this is my feelings. This is my coffee chat. And let me pour this in. Yeah, it's been a crazy year, and the best part of it is going to be the forgiving. So I'm going to work on that today. The forgiving of all of it for everybody. Yeah, you know, in some ways being misunderstood on that, on all of that, being misunderstood. If you don't know what it really feels like going through these things, you're not going to be understanding. And I started noticing just this year big time that there was a different personality coming out in me. And I'm so glad that it's over. It's over. And I don't want that anymore. And I think it's really a good idea not to be in a relationship. No, not a romantic relationship, especially when that relationship involves being terrorized by their ex. Yeah, that's not good. And that was tough. That was a tough one. Because then I have to forgive on that, because there were times where I thought, well, this relationship sure has a high price, doesn't it? I've never been treated like that. I've never had enemies like that. I've never been come at and threatened. I was worried for my children. I was worried that and she was going to kill me. I mean, she said she was going to hunt me down. I mean, those are a terror. So I do feel like I was terrorized for 3 years and put a big dent in everything. No. So I'm healing and getting back to the Lord, full strength, wanting to do His work, not wanting to earn my way. No, I don't want to earn my way in to heaven, because I know I'm already there. But I want to be more focused on that. Yeah. So let's have a sip of coffee together. Here's yours. Here's mine. Cheers. Cheers to love. By love, all will know that we are disciples of Jesus. And yes, I know you all, it's not just me. I know you all have a hard time forgiving. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. When you feel like people have wronged you. But we have to do it for our own health. And I do think we have to do it through love. I think that's where it comes from. Is through love. We have to do it through love. Yeah. Love. Yeah. This is a good Christmas for me. A lot of reflection. A lot of getting to know myself again. And a lot of getting to know Jesus. Each experience, each year, each milestone brings us closer to heaven, to God, to the Father. So let's all pray for a good year. Hopefully we'll hear those trumpets soon. And I just love you guys. I want to do a coffee chat. Now, I'm going to, for any of you, I know a lot of you, you're in your homes. You're not in a van. And during Christmas, I'm going to be doing videos. For y'all. Hopefully we can all just feel closer together. If I can help in any way. Yeah. Okay. I love you. Love. Forgiveness. Let's shine in a really crumbling world. But, you know, when you're with Jesus, you know what's going on around, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just waiting. And I'll keep connected with you, and we can all be connected and love Jesus together.